finally got my car. Oh, Jesus. It's hella loud. Alright, so I'll meet you guys at the headquarters, aka the garage area where I always do my stuff. Oh, I got a pop out of that one. Alright, what's going on, guys? So today we're actually getting into something a little different, getting more personal, you know what I mean? Today I'm actually going to show you guys exactly what I have on my car, so that way you can do the same on your car. So I mean, it doesn't matter, to be honest with you. I'm open and honest with you guys. You guys already know, you DM me, I'll tell you exactly what I have. I'll send you links, I'll send you whatever, you know what I mean? So it's no secret. So at the end of the day, I want you guys' cars to look just as good. It doesn't take much, it doesn't take money. Everything I do in this car is all budget. You know what I mean? It's either on sale or on coupons. Like, it's never full price. I don't go all out for expensive parts other than like a front lip from 326 Power, and my bags, and the exhaust. But the exhaust was my fault. That was my fault. I tried to go the cheap way. I ended up spending more than I thought I would have. But other than that, everything is super cheap. So keep watching, stay tuned, because I promise you, there's some things that I may do that you may want to do because you're just on a tight budget. You don't want to spend the money. You don't want to spend excessive amount of money on something that you could just buy for cheap. And I just want to say shout out to all the real companies that actually make these parts, because I know most of the parts on my car is rep. I mean, it's all replica. I just make it look good, I guess. But shout out to the real companies. If you want to be authentic and get the authentic parts, well, not be authentic, but like if you want to have that real JDM feel of buying the real stuff, go out and do that, because there's nothing wrong with that. You could absolutely go out and do that, no problems at all. So, you know, let's get into the video. I'll show you what I have. You guys can hit me up. I'll try to put links in the description, so maybe you guys could, it'll be easier for you guys to look at certain things. But yeah, man, let's get into it. Where shall we start? Actually, let's start on the inside, because it's cold. Bad cold. Alright. Ow, it just hit my head. Alright, so one of the first things that I bought was a Apexi Smart Excel throttle controller. So each color code means something different, and it does something different to your throttle pedal. Now the only two that I really use, honestly, is off, which is white, and on, that's red. And I'm always driving on red. If it's ever off, it's usually when I have a passenger in the car that really can't take that throttle response, that quick throttle response, aka, well, you know who you are, I'm not gonna call you out. But yeah, so I'll show you guys how this works exactly. Hopefully let's try to do this quick. So you see my foot's on the pedal, right? So we're gonna go up to, let's say 1500, right? Right, stop right there. Gonna hit the button. Now look at that, it's past 2000. And yeah, I'm gonna have to, that's pretty much the only example that I can pretty much give you. Alright, so another thing is my Tom's push to start button. Super easy to install. To be honest with you, I love it. It looks good. I feel like it's more like a kind of say I have it kind of thing. I mean, I don't really, you know, there's so much buttons out there that look so good, but I like Tom's. I like what they stand for. It's just like TRD or things like that, you know what I mean? I just feel like Tom's, for me, is super Japanese, and I love having Japanese things, as you can tell by this Rainbow Mountain coffee thing and shirts tucked in freaking cup holder from Initial D type of thing. So I love Japanese culture. I love the build. I love, just having everything kind of somewhat Japanese. Next thing is my shifter. Now you see that I had to pull it up. And it doesn't really fit perfectly, but at the same time, it was super easy to install. Now if you look here, you see how it's like kind of cut up. I know it's a little dingy, but see how it's like kind of cut up. So this part you would have to trim or clip off this piece right here. So there's a piece here, a plastic piece, that you would have to clip off. Same thing on the other side. And that's all you need to do to fit this stock piece on there. Now you could take off this whole section here and basically take the boot out and zip tie another like eBay boot kind of thing on here. It's like a little chrome ring. So you zip tie that onto the rubber and you're good to go. Alright, so this shift knob is super dope. I love it. It's a little dinged up right now, but I love the fit. I love how, not in a weird way, but I love how to grab it. It feels good. It's weighted. It's like, it feels like a shift knob, especially that I'm always, driving in manual. So it actually feels great, and I would advise anybody to pick one up. There's super dope shift knobs out there. Like they have the Dragon Ball Z one, which is super classic. Like everybody used to rock those back in the day. They have the, the Samurai Ninja Sword one, which is dope. I probably wouldn't change it out for a very long time, to be honest. And I gotta take that sticker out. I mean, RSR is fire. Like I love the company. It's just that I don't have their springs anymore, which are for sale if you guys want. I mentioned this already, which was my Initial D kind of cup holder setup, because the engineering of this absolutely sucks. Because when somebody sits here, their elbow bashes the crap out of your soda and everything spills everywhere. So I kind of have this here to put my coffee and stuff, which holds great because it's like, it's actually made for these smaller coffee cans, and all you gotta do is flip that up and you could fit a whole freaking soda. Shout out to Shirts Tucked In, great company, based in Australia. Absolutely love them. And next thing is this bad boy right here. It is a stick-on, so it's not really full carbon fiber, which I do plan to get. The one thing that I do want is the Tom's one that says Tom's right here to match, obviously, the button. So I might look into that later on, but until now, I kind of spent too much money on my car anyway, so I gotta chill the F out. As for that, that's pretty much it on the inside. Alright, I'll start with the exterior stuff now. So this wing is Artisan Spirit styled. I actually got it on Amazon. Girlfriend had bought it for me. Fits great, looks great. Honestly, can't go wrong with it. I did have it 3M'd adhesive underneath. None of that double-sided tape shit, because I figure I'm never taking this off again, and I'm happy that it's on it. I just can't go wrong with not worrying about my spoiler like flipping off on a highway or someone trying to yank this thing off, because trust me, I don't think it's coming off. And even if it does, I could always buy another one. Doesn't really matter. So Artisan Spirit styled add-ons. These are super dope too. Obviously the reps. Again, shout out to the real company that makes the real stuff, because I would hate to take away from their company, because they are a great company and they make really good product. Alright, so another thing that I did was the 350Z diffuser. You guys already know. I mean, it's all over my YouTube. This is one of the couple things that I did custom, only because I wanted it and I liked the way it looked, and it looked amazing, and I had to have it. So at the end of the day, I'm super ecstatic to how it came out. If you guys want to do this, you only could use, I believe, is the stock diffuser that came with the car, only because it just looks better. You can try to use the other ones, but I never tried it, so I don't know how exactly it's gonna work. Another thing is there is a light ran F1 style inside here, so it kind of gives it that look, I guess. That wasn't my idea, that was Brett's idea, but it actually did come out pretty sick. Alright, so another thing is the RC350 exhaust. As you guys know, a lot of people run these on their car, and for mine, I kind of lifted it up a little bit and I cut the stock diffuser. As you can see, all this condensation is on my hand and it's wet. But it is close, but I actually wanted it because I didn't want this dragging on the floor as I was driving. So, and I'm on air, so it's not really a problem, but it does look dope and I love it. I love the look. It gives it that ISF feel, which I'm super happy about, and that's exactly what I wanted. And I think that's about it for the rear. I had these LED, which is super great to install because all you got to do is just tap it into here. And there is a wire diagram from, I think, JDM Toys, which is cool. I took them off because one blew and I didn't really feel like buying another set and rewiring the other one. Alright, so on to the next thing. Oh, damn, I'm so fat. You guys know IS250, they don't come with big brakes. They come with the standard, regular, floating 2-piston caliper, I believe. Or 4-piston, but bigger. I think it was 2. But I'm running IS350 brake setup with IS350 rotors and cut up dust shield. Right? So when I installed these were super easy to install. I got them all on Rock Auto, refurbished brake calipers, cheap ceramic brakes, well, ceramic pads, and cheap rotors. Basically, this was like the cheapest setup. I got it all for under $500. Super great. I painted it myself. VHT, high temperature paint. Bought the sticker on eBay, clear coated it, and it came out super clean, and I'm super happy for it. These actually look pretty dope. As for the dust shield, I would suggest you go to Lexus and actually pick up a dust shield from them and install it, like actually taking off the hub and all that, and then putting a new dust shield on. But other than that, you'll be good to go. So these are super easy to install. Just make sure you bleed your brakes properly, otherwise your brakes are gonna be super spongy. So keep that in mind. Alright, so last but not least are the side skirts itself. To be honest, these are Artisan Spirit style side skirts. They are reps, unfortunately. I did do my own painting, which was Home Depot white paint. I think it's the 2X primer and paint together, gloss white. 2K clear, and I left this basically the same black primer that it came in. I don't even know if it was black primer, it's just a black plastic, but whatever it is. It came out dope. I just left a little pin strip of white, and I absolutely love the look because when you take a picture of it sideways, it gives it that effect of like depthness, I guess. I don't even know how to explain it, but it came out super fire, and I love them. And if anybody rocks these, and I know majority of people do, definitely dope to have. So the next thing is, oh, that's messy. Never mind. Hold on, give me 1 sec. Voila. A bunch of leaves in here. I don't know how. Alright, so the next thing is my trunk setup. As you can see, it has that half moon shape so that I can still use my spare, and has more than enough room to pick up groceries. I do have 2 compressor 444C. I have a 4-gallon tank, and I do have isolator kits on here now. I know the video is gonna be a little grainy because it's dark, but these are isolator kits. These kind of keep this quiet as it fills up the tank when they're on. So I mean, I can't go wrong with those. Those are absolutely one of my favorite things of this setup. It's super quiet. It's not obnoxiously loud, and I can't go wrong. I love my air setup. I love how sleek it looks, how perfect it is. I mean, honestly, I didn't want it mounting up there, and then I couldn't drain it because the drain plug is on the other side. It was just like a whole big mess. So eventually I might do a custom setup with some hard lines and whatnot, but again, this is my daily, so I'm happy where it sits. I am running a 3P setup with 3P management. I do have the harness for the 3H, but I'll probably never ever run 3H. And that's pretty much it for the trunk. And guys, always pick yourself up one of these with the proper socket, well, deep socket for your wheels. So that way, you know, you ever get stuck and you ever need to change your tire, it makes it super easy than using what came with the car. Alright, so the next thing is, sorry for the dirty engine bay, because I haven't cleaned this thing since Vermont. As you can tell, disgusting. I am running an HPS, what do you call it, intake tube. It's less restrictive than the stock one, so I would advise anybody to run this, but keep this. As you can tell, this ram kind of like tubing section here actually goes straight into the air box itself, giving you more of a throttle response and somewhat more performance. I wouldn't advise to use the cone air filters, only because, I mean, it doesn't really do anything but give you a nice sound. But if you want that, you could definitely have that. This tube is dope. I'm kind of scared to lift this up because I know it's super dirty and I really don't want to be embarrassed. That shit probably got mad leaves in there. But anyway, definitely something I would consider getting. If anybody is running an airlift setup, I would suggest to get these dampening adjustment tools. Then you can buy them off of Lower Lifestyle or Bag Riders. They have them, and that's pretty much it for the engine. I don't know why this side is dirtier than that side. But yeah, this engine definitely needs to clean up. Take off all these leaves. Disgusting. So one more thing before we end this video. Honestly, if anybody wants stick fitment on their stock wheels, I run a 25mm spacer in front and a 20mm spacer in the rear. Now what this actually does, it actually makes the fitment superb. I love the way my car sits. I love the way it is. I love the way when I air out, I have enough room. It will rip out your fender liner, but you could always just run 20mm in front. Nothing too crazy, but check this out. Like, and I'm not even aired out all the way, and it just looks so good, you know what I mean? Especially in the front. Like, woo. Beautiful fitment. So absolutely can't go wrong with running spacers. All right, one thing that I did forget to mention was the fog lights. Now the fog lights are made from a company called Wingjet, and they're wired to a switch inside the car, which is a super nice touch. The only thing I don't like is the fact that the covering that goes over the light itself has this little diagonal shape to it, as opposed to the OEM one where it's just straight smooth plastic, I would assume. But I mean, it looks good. I like it. It's dope. Alright guys, so that pretty much sums it up for the rest of the video. I just wanted to put this video out very quickly. Initially I was going to sit down and talk over all these cinematic shots of the car and specific areas of it, but to be honest with you, this is faster. I'm able to get the video out to you guys. So I hope you like it, and I hope you guys go out there and actually enjoy building your car. Alright, with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. To be honest, I'm so happy that you guys do watch. So, I mean, it gives me a lot of motivation to do more videos, and I can't go wrong with that. So I do appreciate the love. I do appreciate the like, follows, the subscriptions. So keep that up, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.